So today I wanted to go deeper into Sati Sampajanya and the first jhana. They are interlinked. So just want to tell you how these two work. So there are two ways of Sampajanya. One, what Buddha says, and another one, what Buddhaghosa says. Okay. So what Buddha says is very subtle, and what Buddhaghosa says is more easy to practice. Okay, but either way, we have to have that. Let me go through the what Buddhaghosa says, and then we'll come to what Buddha says on Sati and Sampajanya. Okay, so four things he divided. One is you just keep on asking this question to yourself: what's the purpose? Just keep on asking. Purpose of seeing, purpose of hearing, purpose of tasting, purpose of smelling, purpose of touching, and purpose of thinking. That helps you in indriya samvara also. So if you have broken indriya samvara, this would help you to fix that. Okay. So when I wanted to do indriya samvara, maybe I have not really understood what I need to fix here. Let's say I'm seeing this room, or I'm seeing all of you. What should I do? I might get confused on indriya samvara, because here the indriya samvara of the Buddha, as opposed to Buddhaghosa, is that Buddha talks about sankata, condition. So the moment I see you, I should know it is conditioned, which may not really happen. Intellectually, I know it is conditioned, but experientially, I might not see it conditioned. Now the question comes, conditioned by what? Conditioned by food. Is this body? That should be the answer even before this question is asked. Meaning, this question is coming because I'm having doubt. Okay. So, in order not to get this, you keep on asking the purpose of seeing. So, then you will see whether you get raga, dvesha, moha in that. Clear? This is more grosser than what Buddha is talking about as sankata and ularika, patisamutpanna. That way of doing looks good in hearing it, but may not be really good in doing it. Meaning, you can't be doing it all the time. You might do it sometime, you might forget sometime, again do sometime, again forget sometime. So then the thing will not work. Okay. Can I do it as a continuous practice? That depends, because ultimate aim is to get upekha there. Okay. Now I might not get it. Or I imagine upekha. That's even more worse than what I'm doing. I might be thinking, I'm all fine. I've understood. No. So you better ask sattaka, which is purpose. What's the purpose? Just keep on asking this. Don't forget. That develops sati for you. So just keep on asking, is it purposeful? I'm moving from this room to that room. Is purposeful. What's the purpose? I want to have coffee. What's the purpose? I want to go out. What's the purpose? Just keep this. Okay. It cuts kamachanda by itself, because now you have to answer for what you want to do it. Then suitability, Sappaya. Is it suitable? So keep on asking this suitability also along with the purpose. The other two, which is gochara and asammoha, will automatically start to take shape. You don't have to specifically do anything for that. It will happen. What does that mean? Gochara is where the mind is, where the senses are. Basically, if I'm drinking water, where the sense is now. Then drinking the water, or it has gone to some thought process. So that I need to see. Okay. So what's that? Where it has gone? And in Goenka says, bring it back. In Buddha Dhamma, there's nothing going and nothing coming. There's nothing like it goes and comes. Or in Chuladas also writes that mind will go. There's nothing like that. It's only language. It never goes to come from anywhere. If mind goes somewhere, that means you are also gone along with that, actually. There can't be you sitting here and the mind going somewhere. Right? It's not possible. Or you should lose consciousness here and then that goes somewhere, right? And then people sitting here will be shouting that what happened to him. And that's what it means. If somebody says, my mind has gone, my mind has gone means I'm sitting here, it's fixed. And the mind has wandered. It's a language way of seeing it, not in literal sense. So don't make it as a literal thing. What it means is that it has gone feeding. That makes sense. Ayatana. It's feeding ground. It's feeding somewhere. If you cut that feeding, it comes back. That's all what is going to happen. So ensure that you don't misunderstand this, that the mind goes somewhere. Never. Never will it go anywhere. And you can't order it. Hey, mind, come back. If you knew, then it wouldn't have gone. Right? So it looks funny. I asked the mind to come back, and the mind came back. Nothing like that. It's gochara. Go is cow and chara is to graze, the fodder, basically. So if you do these two, purpose and suitability, is it suitable for me? If I do that, more than sufficient. This gochara will take care. Then the fourth one is moha asammoha, right? Here you need to look at either anicca, dukkha, anatta, either of them. Don't take all the three of them and die with it. Now you see, you will like something and you don't like something. That's going to be there. It's simple. You can't say, I like everything. You can't say, I don't like anything. It will be fooling yourself. Because that Vedana is going to come. Now, can you understand that Vedana, that the Vedana will come not as sensation? No sensations. No sensational thing. So you have to promote yourself to seeing Vedana. Okay. So when a feeling comes, the perception comes. And when a perception comes, its related thought process get to be formed. Example, iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18, iPhone 18 Pro Max, or any of the Apple products for that matter. There's a feeling. The moment iPhone is said, it's a perception. On the perception, a feeling is there because there was a pleasant feeling earlier. So when iPhone is said, the pleasant feeling follows. It need not be that feeling, then sanya happens. No. Sanya can happen first and the Vedana happen later because the item is already known. Clear? That's the reason Sanya Vedeta Nirodha. Even though after Rupa it's Vedana, the Sanya takes over because there's no point in again and again having a feeling. You call the symbol and the feeling follows. Got the point? Supposing, for that matter, I don't like this A object. That identification of A will bring in the Vedana automatically. It need not be that I need to experience A to get that perception. No. Light example is somebody sends an email to me, you are an idiot. That's just a words. There's no idiot sitting out there in the email. Okay. Or he uses some language, some what kind of languages he'll use, which can make me feel irritated. Now, the email is not irritational in the first place, but the language is irritational. Email is an email, it has no connotation. But when I open the email, is when the asammoha has become moha. That means instead of seeing it as an email, I'm seeing it as somebody sitting there and abusing me. So when I start reading the email, the consciousness, vijnana, or mano, or chitta is totally consumed in that, which makes the mano vijnana to take that symbolization that this is harsh. And in the chitta comes dvesha, sadosa, clear. So that is harsh and this is dosa. Okay. So the coloring of the chitta is now red, let's say. I'm seeing red. So then people also say, hey, he's becoming red. Why? Because the face also changes as my anger starts. So anger has come, is a perception. Anger as a feeling is something else. But the point, which was driven by the email. If the email was not there, the anger wouldn't have been there. It is conditioned now. That's the reason it's a patisamutpanna. But this condition has brought that condition. If you remove this condition, that condition never survives. So at that moment, if wisdom comes and then I see it's just an email, no person sitting there to write in some, you're a bullshit and you're this, you're that, you're a whatever. I am making meaning out of that. So let's say somebody says, you are a fuck. So what? What does that mean? I don't know. If I make a meaning out of it, yes, I know. So basically, I am making a meaning out of it. So the anger is created by me than the email. So if I see the purpose is to make me aware that email. The suitability is that, yeah, he is just saying something. I can take it. I do not have to take it also. So the gochara doesn't happen. The thing doesn't go there to eat. The senses are guarded, right? So I'm not going and eating anything there specifically. So the asammoha is happening. So I start laughing at that email because if I make sense of it, then I feel irritated. If I don't make any sense of it, there's nothing to get irritated or frustrated or angry or upset or whatever can be put there. So the email by itself is not the problem. It's just like some woman sitting there is not a problem. It's how I see the woman is a problem rather than the woman herself is a problem. But I'm blaming the woman or a girl or a lady or whatever it is, how she can wear such a dress. Why? She can even not have dress. What's your problem? Why does she have to take your permission that you're seeing so she should guard herself? No. He or she can wear anything, not wear anything. What's your problem? What's my problem is I don't know the purpose. That's the problem. I don't know the purpose of seeing. The purpose of seeing is just to see. Dhite dhite mattam bhavisati. So just start to see. Okay. After seeing, what happens? The feeling comes. Or observe the feeling. The feeling has come. Of what? Woman is sitting in front. Don't add any value variable to that. Good looking, bad looking, ugly looking, hot looking, cold looking, this looking, that looking. No. These are just symbols. Observe the symbols and the symbol drops. That becomes animitta. Simple. I'm just putting something on that. It's not really out there. Out there is just a body. There's nothing else. So is it suitable for my practice? No. Why? Because it creates moha, and hence it is not suitable. So I drive asam moha. So my objective is asam moha, which then is upekha basically. The output of that asam moha is upekha, equanimity. So now we have two ladies sitting here, and the remaining are men. That is a perception. That's allowed perception. I can't say, no, woman also shouldn't be seen and a man shouldn't be seen. No. That's an allowable perception. That's fine. And you get a feeling, pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. Now you will get neutral feeling if it is just a man and a woman without characteristics. Without characteristics means how fat, how lean, how tall, how short, how fair, how dark, etc., etc. And those symbols are not Sappaya, not suitable. So basically, I recognize this is Avanti and that is Ritu, two people on the video, and the remaining Aryu and Nagendra and Madhukar and Chirag and Shreyas are men. Done. Now, if I see means if I be a witness to it, I saw the Vedana coming, I saw the Sanya coming, but with no Vitakka. Meaning she's beautiful or she's not beautiful, or why did she wear this kind of dress today or that one, or why did Chirag not shave? I told him 100 times, please shave. He should have shaved, kept a mustache. I don't know, this Punjabi guy has got no mannerisms. We all are shaven here. He doesn't. And why does Madhukar, he says that he's working on Buddha Dhamma, keep this small one here. And has he put a, what is that? Dye on it. I don't have such a dark hair of this beard. Why he has it? All of this is vitak. It's debating in the mind. Okay. Why everybody is drinking water today? I saw Avanti drinking, then I saw Aryu drinking, now Ritu is also drinking. Now I think I should also be drinking. I think I need to ask for water. I don't know why they have not given me water. All of this is part of vitakka. And I saw even he's drinking, Madhukar. I think today is a great day. Everybody wants to drink water. Fair. Okay. So that is vitakka. So what Buddha says, Sati Sampajanya here, in his definition, not Buddhaghosa's definition, is Vedana Sanya Vitakka, is Sampajano, know it. And Sati is the four Sati. Kaye Kayanupassi Viharati, Vedanasu Vedananupassi Viharati, Chitte Chittanupassi Viharati, Dhamme Dhammanupassi Viharati. This is very difficult. So what Buddhaghosa did is to cover this up using a nice way of explanation, that purpose, suitability, then where the senses are. And the fourth one is, does it take you to moha or asammoha? choose whichever works for you. There's a sutta called Sati Sutta, and then Buddha explains, completes a very short one, majorly overlooked by majority of the people because it is not clear comprehension in English, nor it is clear knowing, nor it is knowing, nor it is awareness. Even though we are using all of these words, in the words of the Buddha, they are none of them. Sati is 4 satis and Sampajanya is Vitakka, Vedana, Sanya, Vitakka. These 4 has to be known in 3 ways. What made them arise? Has it stayed? And when did it leave? Generally, we cannot watch it. Like, Ritu is wearing a pink t-shirt and Avanti is wearing a maroon t-shirt or whatever it is. So now these two are t-shirts. Basically, there is no pink or maroon being there. It's just a label. Like what Buddha explains in the Kajjaniya Sutta, that 4 colors identification is sanya. So you just identify. It fits properly is vitakka. Because then I'm interested in both of them. And when the vitakka comes, I should know that when I see, it is fitting. So the feeling has come, the perception has come, the debating has come whether it looks good on Ritu or on Avanti. That means I need to keenly watch now. When I keenly watch, it goes into the ayatana. It started to graze the field. So I'm eating Ritu and I'm eating Avanti. Now, why am I doing that? Why not eat any other meal? Because that's how it works. That you see the other sex rather than the same sex. So basically, you have to cut it there, or I have to cut it there, and look everyone equal. Okay. Then I can be Nupekha. And that's exactly what he's saying, that is Sankata, Polarika, Patisamutpanna is now applicable because I'm doing indriya samvara in a very proper way. Okay. Then when I know I'm in Sati Sampajanya, totally, that means it's pink color t-shirt and it's maroon color pair, and the remaining is green and dark green and check shirt and white shirt, and maybe there's also like a gray green kind of a t-shirt. It's just a covering piece. I've understood means through wisdom I've understood that it is to cover the body. Clear? Then the female and male is completely removed. Fine. When it is completely removed, then vivicheva kamehi happens on its own. That means I'm not in kama, sensual attraction. Need not be male and female with anything, with any gadgets or this or that or eating or whatever it is. It just cuts off everything. Because I'm not giving food, gochara. That same Indriya Bhavana Sutta, where you're giving fodder, and Ahara Sutta, which talks about 5 hindrances as the ahara, food. Whichever way I take it, I'm not giving any food. So there's no moha any longer. Instead, I see dukkha in everyone. What dukkha? Anything that arises passes away. Yam kinchi samudaya dhammam sabbam tam nirodha dhammam. So if anything I'm seeing here, that t-shirt will lose its shape and texture. The person will lose his or her texture and features, etc. So it is not worth holding on to. So when I do that, the akusala dhamma is also gone, which is the 5 hindrances. I need not have to specifically work out on Visikicha, then this one and that one and that one like that. Because I am on Sampajanya, it automatically cuts off the hindrances. Okay. Now, when I don't have a hindrance, when I am not on kamachanda, and then what should happen? It should take me on first jhana. So the consciousness, vijnana, now moves away from the kama loka into the rupa loka. Now its fodder, its food is rupa loka, not kama loka. It has cut off. How do you know it has cut off? Because the savitaka savichara is not on kama, it's on the rupa. Now, to get into the rupa, it has to have some object, aramana, object, and that object is breath. It's not I'm going to fix breath there. No. On the contrary, the breath stays. Bringing in the kaya anupassana, chitta anupassana, in between the Vedana anupassana taking over. So from samisa sukha, samisa piti, I have gone into niramisa sukha and niramisa piti. So I'm going into piti sukha, piti sukha, piti sukha, and then it stabilizes in piti, the second jhana. So the first jhana was stabilization of piti sukha, piti sukha, piti sukha, the first jhana. Then the second jhana is piti. So the vitakka vichara is on the piti and sukha, now little bit piti, now little bit sukha, now little bit piti, little bit sukha, and never on kama. Got it? I can't say that in half an hour time I'm out of jhana, or 1 hour, 2 hours, nothing like that. It stays. If it has stayed, it means I have done correctly. If it has gone out, like I say, oh, I don't know where it went, it means it's consumed by hindrances. That means dragged back to the kama loka. Clear? So we all will get some jhanas, that is true, but it doesn't stay. Not that nobody gets jhana, they will. It's very easy, you'll get it, but it's not developed. It's an underdeveloped egg. Like that, there's some suttas where Buddha says some people are very smart. They want to remove the egg and see whether it is hatched, little knowing that it takes time to hatch. So, like a stubborn mother, you have to sit on that and then give enough heat for it to hatch. So, don't count the chickens before you hatch is a right statement. If you get little bit of piti and sukha, don't get overcharged that I got it. No, not at all. You might feel you got it. It's valid because there's difference, but it is not stabilized. Okay, so how long does it take to stabilize? The whole day, 18 hours or more. the next day you have the result. You shouldn't be doing any jhana, and then it stays. That's a test. Today you did it. Tomorrow again, if you do it, that's not jhana at all. Why? Jha is to burn. Jhana is to burn off. So what are you burning? You're burning kama. Unfortunately, I have not burnt kama. So when I see my wife, the jhana is out. Or my son, or my daughter, or money, or this, or that, or whatever. Gone. So when it's gone, I know it is gone. I might pretend that, no, I'm in jhana. No, not at all. So the first jhana principle is Sati Sampajanya. And for Sati Sampajanya, indriya samvara, bhojane matyanuta, jagariyana yoga. All these three. For these three to function, sila. So sila is the primary factor for, like iti imas mim sati idam hoti. If we were to apply the formula patisamutpada, sila is the condition sankata for indriya samvara. Indriya samvara is the pachaya, dependency for bhojane matyanuta. Bhojane matyanuta is the necessary condition or dependency for jagariya. Jagariya is a necessary condition for sati. Sati is a necessary condition for sampajanya. Sati sampajanya is a necessary condition for first jhana. The first jhana is a necessary condition for the second jhana. The second jhana is a necessary condition for the third jhana. The third jhana is a necessary condition for the fourth jhana. And that ends your anagami state. Other four are optional. But as far as your anagami state is concerned, these four jhanas are sufficient. And hence, samma samadhi is only four jhanas. Got the point? So, samma dhitti, samma sankappo, samma vacha, samma kammanto, samma ajivo, samma vayamo, samma sati, samma samadhi, samma jnana, samma vimukti. Done. 10. Dasangaihi. Over. Don't have to do anything more. Now, optionally, you can do the other 4 plus 1. But mandatorily 4 jhanas. So, you are done vijja charana sampanno. The only thing missing is the vijja. So, you might get asavakaya jnana, which makes you arhat. Otherwise, you will win anagami. So, this is a step. So, please remember that you might get a little bit of jhana and you might think you've achieved it. No way. It's not true. The entire karma has to be burnt. Seclusion, secluded, away. Not going away, you going away and sitting in some retreat place. No. In the world here, you're secluded. The mind is secluded. How? By asking this question, what made the Vedana come? What made the Vedana stay? What made the Vedana go away? What made the Sanya come? What made the Sanya stay? And what made the Sanya go away? Like that. When I see it like that, the vitakka is cut. Because I become a witness. It's just not saying sakshi bhav, sakshi bhav, sakshi bhav. It's not going to make any sakshi bhav there. The sakshi here, witness here, is sampajanya. That's a witness. So hence Buddha says in the Satipatthana, kaye kayanupassi viharati atapi sampajano satima. Vinaya loke abhijjado manasan vedanasu vedananupassi viharati atapi sampajano satima. Vinaya loke abhijjado manasan. chitte chittanupassi viharati atapi sampajano satima vinaya loke abhijja domanasa. So what should have gone? Abhijja and domanasa. That means mental irritation is gone and the abhijja is gone, asking for more. Dil mange more is not there. And then you are in the first jhana, where you're stabilizing piti sukha, piti sukha, piti sukha, and it stabilizes. So next day, you are in first jhana, getting a nice piti, followed by a breeze of sukha, then again piti, then sukha, then piti, then sukha. Next day, you are in piti. And that keeps you alive for 3 days or more without you doing anything. There is no feeding required. You're just joyous. And now you can do vipassana because you enjoy. In joy mode, you can do vipassana. In depressed mode, you can't. In thinking mode, you can't. In worrying mode, you can't. It doesn't work. You might just keep on watching sensation forever, which makes sense. You are in the primary school, you are in the kindergarten, you should be doing that, but not beyond that. So, the suttas to refer to, if you want to really experience it, in Sati or Sati, is Sati Sutta. It's a very small one. I doubt whether you'll understand anything what is said there, but still you will come to see what Buddha says. He says, because what is Sato and what is Sampajanyo, right? So then I think it is in 47.35 Sanyukta Nikaya, so you can take it, look at it. Very short one, very short sutta, but quite remarkable if you can get there. Or, along with that, now we have taken 107. That's our working model, right? So you require Sampajanya, Sampajanana, or even in DN2, Samanya Pala Sutta, which is a manual basically, that's sufficient for you to really see, atapi sampajano satima means what? He says, abhikkante, patikkante, sampajanakari hoti, alokite, vilok. That means the same thing now you have to address in all the postures, not just one posture. To cite an example, waking up. What is waking up? The sanya. What's the feeling of waking up? See, what's the feeling? You're feeling fresh. Vedana is fresh, means pleasant. Then sanya is waking up fresh. Vitakka is not present. If you're fresh, there's no vitakka. If you're not fresh, then you'll say, I don't know why today I'm feeling that is vitakka. You're debating why it is not like this. So there is going to remorse feeling, which is kukucha. That brings in restlessness, udacha. That both of them gets their closest friend, visikicha, doubt. Then these three friends will bring in midha, sluggishness of the body. Oh, I don't know why today there's not much sleep. I think I'll sleep for a while now. It's midha. And mentally you're sluggish. So you take a blanket, go to sleep. That brings in kamachanda. Then the alarm rings. Shit, man, I don't know why this. So vyapada. So all five friends are good, enjoying. Now what happens to asammoha? Gochara, what does that mean? Sappaya, what? Don't talk to me in Pali. Okay, I'll talk to you in Nepali then. Fine. Then the purpose itself is beaten. So it's better to sleep. Okay. So you take your blanket again. You wanted to wake up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. I think I'll do it for tomorrow. Done. You had a best jhana for next 2 hours. Right? And that's all what it is. So you need to watch the Vedana, the Sanya, and the Vitakka. This is Buddha's teaching. Whereas Buddhaghosa says that's difficult. So you look at the purpose, Sappaya, suitability, Gochara, where the senses are at this time, and Asammoha, non-delusional. Okay? So this, I feel Buddhaghosa here in his Attakatha, he's made a good thing by giving this. You can use it, but it is not a primary canonical way of doing it. Meaning, if I go by the sutta alone, I have to throw this Buddhaghosa's Attakatha. It's of no use. It's more intellectual. But what is more primary, as Sati Sampajanya, is the 4 ways of seeing Sato and this 3 way of Vedana, Sanya, Vitakka. Okay, is there in Sati Sutta. Just have fun with that. You choose which one, but do it. Once you do it, the kamachanda is, the kama loka is just evaporated. It's gone. Done. The mind doesn't now stick to kama loka. It is understood. No point. Mind means consciousness. Mind means mano. Mind also means chitta, whichever way you put it. Okay? Other way you become asutava, sutta person. Asutava. So don't become asutava, sutava. So we have gone through this a lot between Vijnana, this and that. I don't want to repeat. So you know. Now the Vijnana and Mano Vijnana, they both are the same subset. The Mano will not grace. And when the grazing ends, the Chitta is stable or purified. So no Raga, Dvesha, Moha comes. And hence Nibbana. Clear. But here the Vedana is Sukha Vedana. It's very nice Vedana. It's still Dukkha actually. So, but it's better than Kamaloka. So you have to necessarily practice, develop jhana. And the Kamaloka will never be burnt. You should burn off Kamaloka. So you have to stand on Rupaloka to burn the Kamaloka. You can't sit on the same branch and cut the branch. You will fall down. Right? So you should sit on a different branch, a higher branch to break the lower branch. You can't sit on the same. So in fact, there was a Kannada movie by name Kaviratna Kalidasa. There the person is cutting the same branch, and then the minister comes and asks him, "What are you doing?" And he says, "I am cutting the branch. Can't you see?" He says, "Okay, the princess will be very happy to marry you." In fact, they marry him off because they want to loot the kingdom. So this princess gets married to this idiot. And that idiot, due to her, call it psychic power, whatever it is, she takes him to the Kali temple, and then he gets gift from Kali, and hence is called Kalidasa, because then he becomes a poet. But then in that story, the person is sitting and cutting the same branch on which he is sitting. And he asks, "Will you fall?" He says, "You're gone mad. I don't fall. I'm sitting properly." He says, "Beautiful. This is the person I want for our kingdom." because then the entire property comes to them. Anyway, that's a story, but don't sit on the same branch, which is karma, and try to cut it. It's just not going to happen. So you have to sit on a higher branch, which is rupa, and now you cut the karma. It works. And when you finish that cutting of karma, you no longer can come back to kamaloka. And hence you are established in rupaloka now. Right? And you come only once. That's sakadagami. But you can cut it off and becomes anagami. So that means you can't come back at all. And that's it. Tata bye-bye. Have fun, whatever you want in this life, and leave it. And you don't come back. And hence called non-returner, anagami. And going beyond that is arupa, wherein coming back to rupa itself is impossible. And then you practice nirodha samapatti, which means consciousness is suspended. And that's done. That's the step-by-step approach. So you might get some little bit of this jhanic thing, and if you consider that I got jhana, bullshit, nothing. Okay, so don't get too excited. I got jhana. No way. Come on, you're still in kamaloka. You're not even sat on that top branch. Sit, cut it completely. No residue has to be there. No karma. That means you're in the kamaloka, not enjoying kamaloka. You got the point. That's a test. That means I'm still coming to New York or New Jersey and here, there, wherever we go around, but I'm not there. Absolutely, I'm not there. I'm not in the plane either. I'm not taking a plane on 31st from here. That's for sure. Neither I'm flying there. Nothing is happening. I cut off everything and just sit as I'm sitting here. And that's it. I don't know anything about I'm going to land in Newark or whatever it is. Don't care. I'm just taking the journey. That's true. But I'm not there at all because I'm in jhana. It doesn't appear to me that I'm traveling. There's no travel. There's not even a moment of travel. No travel. Because I'm not in kamaloka. I'm not in rupaloka. I'm in arupaloka. So there's nothing traveling. So you have to learn this step by step. So when I land, where am I landing? Nowhere. Officially, I'm landing there. Yes, fine. So I land in Frankfurt, fair. I land in Newark, fair. But nothing to land. So what happens to the time lag? No time lag. So I'll be as fresh as I'm sitting here. Just come there. I'm on the other side. That's it. There won't be any difference between what you're seeing here and what you will be seeing there. It would be exactly the same, except that video doesn't give you the exact structure, but otherwise it won't different. It won't look different. It would be like as though I've stayed in America yesterday from the morning and I'm just there with all of you. That would be the thing. That's jhana. You want to ask me what's jhana? This is jhana. You're literally out of kamaloka. Hey, so don't get too excited that, I saw something. Nothing to be seen. It's burning. Burnt out the karma. In fact, in the Ramanavami, we have this kama dahana, burning of karma, but they take arrow and do all that funny thing. But actual meaning is this, where you burn the entire kamaloka. And that's it. You're done. Once you are not in Kama Loka, nothing works. Nothing works means this thing will be working, but you are not in it. You burnt it. Otherwise, I'll be interested in that pink t-shirt and white t-shirt and that maroon t-shirt and this one and that one, that product, this product. Doesn't mean I can't use it. I can now use anything I want, but I'm not in it at all. So step by step. First, indriya samvara, then bhojane matyanutta, then jagarayana yoga, then sati sampajanya, then jhana. Clear? Okay, I'm done. Any questions? So this is the first jhana. Tomorrow we can, so not tomorrow, Monday, when we meet, we'll look at the second jhana, how it goes. And how do you know you've completed second jhana? Now I spoke about the first jhana, that how the first jhana happens. You get piti sukha all the time. There's nothing other than that, stabilizing. So today, if you are in first jhana totally whole day, tomorrow you don't have to do anything to enter into the first jhana. No need to do this indriya samvara and this and that and all that. It is all done. You are in it. And you will be only in Sati Sampajanya, nothing else. If the Sampajanya is gone, the Sati is gone. And with Sati going, everything breaks off and then back to Sila problem. So you're building a house on a stronger Sila. And hence I was saying, if you're not a Sotaparna, you can't do this. That's the reason you need to know you're a Sotaparna. Not because you want to declare you're a Sotaparna or not, but to move forward, this is a primary thing. If I don't even know what I am, where's the point in moving forward? So I don't agree to this viewpoint of people saying that you should know. Why? When you have to know every other road on Google Map, why you should know this big one? This, if you miss the road, you will not do anything. Nothing is going to happen. But if you miss this road, you don't know where you're going to land. So I should be more concerned about this road map than my Google next door road map. No. Even for a next door, I put that thing and check. That means for here, I need all these gadgets. You do think so? I require a gadget for that. And you're saying, no, that's not required. How stupid. Have some logic, because that is death. You don't know where you're getting reborn. And I should know more of that than this. This, if I lose the road, it is fine. I might have to take some transport and come back to my home. But that one, no coming back, right? I don't even know where I belong. To come back or not to come back. It's more scary than this. Oh. Don't believe that you shouldn't know where you are. You should know where you are. Don't buy that argument from anyone. They can say, but it's you who is dying. So you should know where you'll be landing. It will be insanity to say that don't worry where you land. Then why should I do this in the first place? So then I will go into the annihilationist attitude. Better. At least I'll enjoy my life and die. Who cares? Here, neither I'm doing this nor I'm doing that. Makes no sense. Okay, questions? Anyone understood? Any concerns or any, what I can say, confusions on this step-by-step approach? Yes, sorry, Shreyas, go ahead.
Just one thing, sir. I was actually on sick leave today because I had body pain, so I was going to go back and sleep. But now I don't think I'll be doing that.
Okay.
I'll continue on the practice. Just one question. So, if we follow the Buddhaghosa's way, right? So it will eventually go back to how the Buddha was talking about.
It will eventually go back. It's a skateboard or a landing board before you go there. If you are smart enough, then you will know the differentiation between Sanya Vedana, and then you can do it well. But it's not everybody's cup of tea, so he.
So at what point, like say I'm practicing with Buddhaghosa's way, right? At what point will it connect back to
When you are out of asammoha.
Out of asammoha, so basically in upekha when I'm
Yes, and then you can now see the Vedana coming, staying, correct, and Vedana going, the feel,
okay,
the Sanya coming, Sanya staying, Sanya going, like that.
Okay, got it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure. Like, that sofa where she's sitting, I don't know, it should be a sofa, and there is some painting. So I want to know what that painting is. Let's say behind you, Avanti. No, you don't have to show me that. Okay, it's fine. You can keep it. So I want to know. That I want to know is a feeling, still not a perception, just a feeling. The feeling at present is upekha, meaning I'm ignorant of that. I don't know what is there. So I have two choices, either to ignore, which 99% of us do that. We just ignore it. That is what is called as avidya, basically ignorance, because you're ignoring it. That sign is there, but the mind has taken that sign. Or I have to ask Avanti, can you show me what that picture is? Then she will show that camera, she will make it up and says, then I see like this, what's that, Avanti? Because now I'm still not decided on whether it is pleasant feeling or an unpleasant feeling, right? So now I ask her and she says something. I think, what rubbish she has put there. It looks dry and nothing there. I don't know what kind of a person. So tomorrow I'm going to, in another 2 weeks' time, I'm staying at her place. I think I have to be seeing this damn photo all the time or a painting all the time, whatever she has all the time. I say, looks good, Avanti. It's nice one. But that is false, right? So I have first put the first obstacle, which is sila breaking. I could say that's a bullshit photograph what you have put there. Let's say. But I will not. I will, yeah, it looks good, but I know it is not good. Absolutely not good. Because I'm going to stay at that place, and if she says that you can't stay because of that photograph, then it becomes a tough question for me where to stay. So I will manipulate. The moment I manipulate, Sampajanya is gone, Sati is gone, everything is gone. I got into moha, right? So to answer to your question, when do you go back there is when the moha is gone. So what's the purpose of that? That's the painting. What's the suitable? Yeah, for her it is suitable. What's your problem, Vilas? She can put whatever she wants. Yes. Why are the senses going and enjoying that or suffering that? Cut it off, no?
Gochar has already happened.
Yeah, the gochar is happening, so don't take it. It's not yours anyway. Are you going to carry that painting or whatever, that wall hanging she has? No. So then I say, Avanti, your sofa looks pretty good. Will I carry it home here by chance? But I've carried in my senses. So I'm desperate to sit on that sofa. Because from here it is looking very good. Okay. But really, when I sit on that sofa, I don't know what's going to happen. So that's craziness, right? So then she says, Vilasji, I meditate here only. I feel, how is it? Okay, let me sit and see what energy you have. That's even more stupid thing I'm doing. This is all is moha only. So if I am in asam moha, then I can see how the feelings have come, how the perception has come, and what thought process are flowing into it. So when I see that painting, there's no thought process, just a wall hanging, done. If I see Avanti, This body is called Avanti, as that is called sofa, and that behind one is called painting. All the three are exactly the same. The other two don't have life, and this creature has a life. And that's it. And I'm done with it. No definition like what it is. Like, now Chirag has put a background. So then I might say, what a good place to stay. But that is a Google background or whatever background he has put. So if I search for this place to stay, can I stay? It looks so nice. That's moha. So if I go to Chirag's home, since I've already gone there, I go to that home. I'll say, I want to stay in that, sit in that sofa, what you're showing behind you. And now I don't like Avanti's sofa because that sofa looks better. And that is how the eyes are moving between here and there. That's moha. Because now the eyes are moving is gochara. Is it purposeful? No. Is it suitable? No. All of this brings in dukkha to me. If I really see, I am not able to sit in that sofa, I'm not able to sit in that sofa, but I'm sitting in this chair. I'm not happy with this chair because I want to use that sofa. So I'm waiting. I have to wait till October to sit on, if it is real, where what he's put there, that screen, I have to wait till October. So when I meet Avanti in September, which is another 2+ weeks from today, is I will not be happy every day. Even though she says sit on the sofa, I'll say, Chirag's sofa was better. And then when I go and meet Chirag, he says that was a screensaver. So what are you talking? So neither I enjoyed that, nor I enjoyed this, nor I am having a fun with this chair. And in the end, chair is chair to keep your back and bum in a better shape, whether it is sofa or a chair or whatever. So when I know this much, then I go back to Vedana, Sanya, Vitakka. And the Vitakka is gone. When the Vitakka is gone, that's the reason Buddha says, Avitakka, Avichara, Samadhi. That means you are in second jhana, joy, because it's no longer defined by that sofa or that wall hanging or this one or that one or that one, nothing.
Got it. Great example. Thank you.
Thank you, no problems. So I can sit on that sofa whenever I'm there at her home. If that were to be the living room or wherever she's sitting, and then I can sit and nothing. It's no difference between this chair and that and the flight seat. All the three are exactly the same. No difference between economy and premium economy and business class. Yeah, it gives you comfort to what? To this body. Nothing more. It can't give you comfort to you because you're always comfortable. The body requires comfort. So you're paying more for the body and not to you. You don't have anything to say. You're doing that for the body so that the body can, if it stretches, the pain is not there. If you're sitting like this for next 9 hours and the body pains, absolutely it pains, you get heated up. So what you do? Have a bed so that the blood flows. So you pay more for flowing of blood, which is not yours anyway. It's just the body. So asammoha. So you're buying business class ticket, not for you. It's for the body. It's dukkha, right? So I've seen dukkha. So it's anatta. It's not mine. Its body is not mine because I have to keep the body here and go. And that's called death. Right? So that means this business class ticket is not for me. And the same for economy. Not mine. And anicca, like when I was flying on Qantas, I was thinking from Bangalore to Sydney, 12 hours flight. So what's the max you can enjoy? Is 12 hours. The business class seat, 12 hours. Qantas t-shirt, Qantas trousers and everything, Qantas, fine, but how long? 12 hours. Each hour going is anicca. You can't get it back. And your business class money is gone at Sydney. And after that, it's a normal cattle class, slightly bigger seat between Sydney to Brisbane, 1 hour flight. And after that, they kick you out of the airport. And that fun is gone. Now I see one gentleman sitting there, another two more people sitting there, and that ended. The fun ride of sleeping in a nice business class. So you can make it move up, go down, and then back. It will do some massage. And I was thinking, all for this body, nothing for you. Not a single thing for you. Yes, everything is for body. The massage is for the body. For stretching, you have to have this. For doing this. Eating, again for body. Toilet is again for body. Blanket, again for body. Air conditioner for body. What is it for you? Then the moha is gone. Then you're back with Buddha. Now you don't require Buddhaghosa. You can pack him off and say, thank you, sir. The board is no longer required. Stepping board. Yes, Savanti.
For Vitaka Vichar, in first jhana, I'm using breath and area here. I'm still using that. And for walking meditation, breath and the body movements, whatever, wherever, but it's mainly anchored in here or in the body for walking meditation. Is that a okay way to begin with for first jhana?
No. First you have Sampajanya or you have indriya samvara, then the breath automatically follows through. You don't have to necessarily bring in the breath. You got the point. It's not that
Yeah, Sati,
it's not about being here or in the chest or in the abdomen or wherever. If I don't have this entire thing, then I need to sit like what you're sitting and then watch the breath in the nose or in the chest or in the abdomen. As a beginner person who don't know anything about the process, just want to sit and meditate, as an English word meditate or a Latin word meditator is, I just sit and contemplate on the breath. Clear? That is different. What you are doing as jhana, whether you're walking, standing, sitting, lying down, is different. Here you are not watching the breath, or you're witnessing the breath as opposed to watching the breath.
Witnessing.
Yes, the witness has a different connotation as opposed to watching. Okay, there's a difference. Witnessing means you are completely aware. That means like these four: purpose and all of that, whatever we just now spoke, suitability, everything included. Or if you take the Buddha way, what's the Vedana you're getting on the breath? Is it Sukha Vedana or a Dukkha Vedana or Adukha Sukha Vedana? Right? And then what's the sanya of it? Or how are you identifying it? That's a sanya. So it's a long breath or a short breath. That's sanya. And then you're doing vitak of how long and how short it is, and whether it is pacified or not pacified, whether it is across the body or not across the body, etc. Yes, that comes to vitak. You're deliberating, debating it. Once you deliberate on the breath and the kama loka is gone, then it automatically takes you to the first jhana on the same breath. No change of any object. But 3-4 things you need to note there is no need for you to bring the breath watching. It's the first primary thing. It should happen automatically.
Mhm.
Second, you don't have to watch the nose at all. No watching, you're observing what's happening in the body. That becomes kaya gata sati. You're developing the sati of the kaya. Okay, the entire kaya. Kaya means this body, which means all part of the body. You're becoming aware, not a sensation, of the Vedana feeling that is appearing in the body. No part of the body is excluded. Second. Third one, when you identify the whole thing, which is the sanya, perception, based upon the feeling, what you're getting. And the fourth important one is that it should help you in seeing anicca nature, or the dukkha nature, or the anatta nature, or all the three. And then you are exactly doing of what Buddha is asking you to do.
Anicca nature of Vedana.
Yes,
Right?
it arises and it stays and passes away. That's exactly the sutta what I was talking about, Sati Sutta, where he says three things have to be known. One, you should know as it comes. It stays and passes away. So you become a witness. You were aware when it came. You are aware when it stayed. You are aware when it is gone away. All the three. It comes, it stays, it goes. It comes, it stays, it goes. Nothing is non-flowing. So you see in the anicca nature. When you see the anicca nature, you see the sankata, conditioned nature of that reality itself. It's conditioned by the subject-object meeting. It's conditioned. Then you not only see it conditioned, it undergoes paticca samutpanna. It's dependent on these two factors itself. And then you can see the kaya dhamma, vaya dhamma, viraga dhamma, nirodha dhamma in it. So now I'm sitting like this, to cite an example. I'm sitting like this, fair. But do I know I'm sitting? That's Sampajanya. So what do you mean by sitting? Sitting is a symbol. But what actually is happening? The body is bended. It's like this and like this. That shape is called as sitting on the chair. Chair is a symbol. But the difference between this fabric and this body are nothing. It's the same. So I've understood it. I can sit. Then the breath watching is spontaneous, it's continuous, doesn't break, because I'm on the kaya gata sati. I'm holding this and this being the same. No difference. Then it takes you to first jhana, because now you're done the Sampajanya. Now the piti sukha will keep on shuttling.
Basically, keeping the localizing attention in one area, it's like complete body feeling.
Yes.
The feeling of
Yes.
the body.
You start with localizing, supposing, but then you don't have to localize for long, and then it fills up entire body. Just like you're filling water in a bottle. Initially, it looks like it is filling here, but then the whole bottle is covered up in water. Then it fills up entire bottle, right, or entire container. Let's say. That's how it is. That's exactly the example what Buddha gives on the first jhana. If you see, he says, a bath apprentice, a bath attendant, a bath apprentice, when he applies, he can see that whole body is suffused. That's same thing, same example.
So I got the awareness of breath. I got feeling of body. That is with the vichara.
Yes.
On that.
Yes, on that. And then you understand that this is the feeling got out of understanding the body, and this is the perception of the body. And when you get that, you get piti and sukha because the karma is gone. So the thing is that you should know that the karma is not there. That's a hindrance for this.
So it begins with nivaranas. Once I know there is no nivaran at all,
Exactly.
and I have Vitakka vichar, that is first jhana, and it has to be for extended period of time. So when I get up from here, I walk to the kitchen, and the body awareness is still there. So that says that, okay, this is what is going right.
No, once you get the first jhana, you will come to know you're in first jhana. It's not that you have to keep on reciting something that am I in first jhana or should I go to the sutta. Then it is visikiccha. Again, you're back into the hindrances. Supposing you got up, you know you're in jhana. It's nothing like, am I in jhana or not? That never arises. Because for the whole day you're in jhana. So the next day you're in jhana. There's nothing like you're not in jhana.
And it's regardless of
the
any
posture.
pain. And if there is any pain or aching somewhere,
that body pain
it
will
doesn't
be there.
matter.
No, body
whatever it is.
Yeah, body pain will be there, but that has got nothing to do with piti sukha. It is mental rather than physical. Physical pain would exist. So then you're misunderstood that physical pain shouldn't be there. No, physical pain or pleasure, both will be there. See, the Buddha Dhamma is more on mind than on physical. Right? So, like in that case, Buddha had backache, so then he shouldn't have it at all. In many suttas, he says, Ananda or Sariputta, please take care. I want to go and stretch. So it would be wrong to say that there shouldn't be any body aches or pain or whatever. No, you will have. Let's say you're menstruating, and then that pain would be there. And let's say you have stomach cramps. Maybe you still face it. Your back pain, you still have it, but that doesn't cut your piti and sukha. That's it. So earlier, a woman would have gone into a mood swing, and now there's nothing called mood swing. That's what you can see the difference.
Thank you.
Sure. I think that's the best example I can give you since you're female. You can understand how different it would be.
Yeah, because somehow any pain, it eases out. I mean, yeah, pain is there, but it's still naturally it reduces.
There's nothing called natural reducing or naturally not reducing. It will go on its own when the factors are not there. But that will not make you feel, what should I do with this pain?
Yeah, stories are not
formed.
Built up on that, not formed.
Yes, that's correct. That's how it should be. Then you will know that this is piti, joy, and this is sukha. You'll not have any confusions here between these words, piti and sukha. They say joy, it's like whatever you wanted and you got it, you're in joy. That's joy. Whatever it can be, defined in a calmer kind of environment. This is extended, that's it. Sukha is like what you got, and it gives you what a relief. And that relief is sukha. The only difference between the kama sukha and this sukha is kama sukha is very limited, whereas jhanic sukha is a long. That's it. And you would know it. There won't be any confusion at all, Avanti, that this is that. If you have a confusion or a doubt, then you're then it's back in Visikiccha.
Mhm.
And the moment you get it, you get a smile. That's also natural. There's nothing like you fake a smile. You'll be in joy. And the face itself shows that you're in joy. There's nothing like I bring something and say, I think I'm in joy. No, it's natural. Nothing to import. You will be in joy. You will be relieved. Whole thing is relieved. You feel at that moment, anybody giving anything to you, doing anything to you, you feel thanks. No thanks. I'm fine. That's sukha. That sukha is far better than the kama sukha. There is sukha in the kama. There is sukha. There is piti in kama. So don't think that's something wrong. It doesn't stay. So you're going here. Okay. Yes, Sharif.
Hopefully, quick question. I've noticed that in the Sati Sutta, he said Vedana, then Vitakka, and then Sanya. Is there a reason for that
No,
ordering?
it can be in any order depending upon how you are approaching it. In some cases, it can start with Vitakka because you already have, like if I take Avanti's example, and then she already knows a little bit of piti, a little bit of sukha, and now the Vitakka will start. Is it piti, it is sukha? So the Vitakka can be one of the thing which arises, stays, and passes away. And then that brings in Vedana, and that might bring in Sanya. Or in some cases, Sanya can come first, then Vitakka, then Vedana. In some cases, Vedana, Sanya, Vitakka. So it can be in any, but the objective is to know whenever it has arisen, and whenever it has stayed, and whenever it has passed away. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. See, another thing, Aryu, I think Ritu has put a phone like this, so that gives an opinion that this, whatever the behind thing is, very long. Okay, that whatever is there. So, is that a feeling? Is that a perception? Is that a vitakka? If you were to ask me, that's a sanya. That's a perception. I'm getting a perception that because she's kept the camera like this and it's showing a long thing of that. But it might not be really long. But for me, it is looking a long something is there. And because of that, her neck is also looking slightly longer. It's like somebody's kept it like this, so it looks something like this. So that is sanya. And what's the feeling I'm getting? And the feeling I'm getting is it is good, or it's not good, or neutral. Right? And what's the vitakka here? And the moment I see it's like this, I start to think that what it is, what she has put. Is it a sponge or is it a fabric? Is it this? Is it that? That vitakka. It is arisen. It's not arisen independently of sanya or vedana, but because I'm seeing the perception like this, so the feeling came next and then the vitakka happened. Now, after this call, I can still be thinking that is good. So next time when I meet her, I'll have to ask her. So now what is running is vitakka. And as long as vitakka is running, the vedana also will run and sanya also will run. Like that. But assuming the fact that after this call you say, Vilas, I would like to talk to you on something, then this will gone. This thing will be gone, completely gone. So then I will not remember Ritu and what she has kept there and etc. because I am consumed by you. Okay. Let's say you then say, Vilas, I thought of buying this for you. Now you are gone and that takes over. You got the point, how it is changing. So first it was Ritu, not Ritu, that thing, what she has. And then Ritu sitting there. Then that got replaced by you. And that got replaced by what you want to buy for me. Then the next thing, then the next thing, then the next thing. So you keep like a monkey jumping. That's the reason Buddha says mind is like a monkey. It keeps on jumping from branch to branch, because now the vitaka changes. It changes both the sanya and the vedana. If the vedana changes, it changes other two. If the sanya changes, it changes the other two. So if I keep on as a witness, I'm seeing, that went and this came, and this went and that came, and that went. So that's exactly the asutta vasutta is. It becomes one thing in the morning, another thing in the night. That is exact statement it is. I can see Sampajanya. Okay, all are the same. There's nothing there. Then it stops. Yeah, Chirag, you had raised a hand, I think earlier. I don't know whether it's still there or you finished it.
No, I was trying to respond to Avanti's question, about Kayagata Sati, because I think in my experience, as you said, right, there's nothing to watch because Sati is automatic. I think the only difference is that when your hindrances are pacified, right, when your mind is not clinging or grasping onto anything, the Sati is all the time, on your body and how it's breathing. But if your mind is not pacified, then it goes around different places, and then you're not able to watch the breath.
Correct.
That's all.
Correct. So it's majorly driven by hindrances than anything else. So first you have to cut the hindrance. See, simple one thumb rule. Don't work on breath, work on hindrance. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I find that to be very true, because like in my experience, working on breath can be a fool's errand, because first of all, there are all these other distractions, right? And the distractions are there because the mind believes that they are real issues, real problems. And, unless you see through those distractions, your mind will keep on getting hooked. And, then you can't watch the breath. So you have to first disarm or, get rid of the moha, right? And then you can see clearly through whatever is arising. And, when you have seen clearly through it, then it's easier to watch the breath, because then your mind will not run around in these different places.
Yeah. So cut the hindrances, cut the senses from going out. Breath automatically is the only object which becomes available. Nothing else to be done. And then it automatically goes into jhana. You don't have to do anything to get into jhana. Jhana is a natural state.
Yeah, and I think the cool thing is, it's working because your mind automatically goes to breath. It's not working because you have to put effort to watch the breath. But when your mind automatically goes to breath, then you know that you're doing the steps right.
Right. Correct. Okay, so should we then call it a day today and meet on Monday? Okay, so good day and good night and good afternoon or good evening. I think we all nationalities are there. So have a great time. Bye-bye.